All right, guys, so I got the windows tinted on the truck. This is the 2024 GMC Sierra 1500. It's the elevation trim, but the windows are tinted. This is I think it's 35% on the front, 20% on the rears, but the tint does make it look a lot better. The factory does darken the rear windows a little bit, so that 20% over the factory darkened windows makes it look a little bit darker, but does look really good. And with all the black badging, so I have all those black badging on there. And then one thing I've been recently working on is the PPF, the paint protection film. See if you can see the shadow there. There's a little bit of line here. So the whole front now has a paint protection film on it. So kind of from the hood back all the way down. The headlights, the fog lights, all the painted surfaces all have the paint protection film on there. I did it myself, guys. It turned out pretty good. There's a couple spots where it's not perfect, but like really, unless I point them out, you probably can't tell. For example, the headlights were kind of a harder. There's one piece that comes, all the pieces came cut out. So like this part here was one piece was cut out. The hood was cut out. So they all came separately and all cut out. And all you have to do is basically just put it on there. But this bumper here, so this part here, from here it came up to there and then it stretched all the way across to the other side. That was kind of hard. I actually cut this piece right here so that this could all be one separate piece here. On the headlight, I'll show you an example, guys. If you want to like watch me put on the headlight part, I'll kind of play that video at the end if you're curious about that. But the headlight was all one piece. But if you can see from this angle here, the headlight, see how it indents? There's like a depression here all the way around here. It's hard to get that, all the air and bubbles out of that. So what I ended up doing, and you can't even tell, like it's, unless you get super close like this, see how there's a cut line all the way down right there? So once I got this on there, I ended up just scoring this with my X-Acto knife, and I was able to press all the fluid out from this side and then lay this down flat into this groove here. I also had to end up, see a spot right here, I had to kind of notch this area because there was a big finger right there that just wouldn't go. Anytime you're dealing with this paint protection film and it's coming up over an edge like this, a really sharp edge, and it's turning, you can get these fingers and those are hard to get out. And so I ended up just scoring it. And so, I mean, unless you're super close, I mean, you can't really tell, but it's not that big of a deal. Like guys, it wasn't worth me paying a shop $1,700 to do this. I found the kit on eBay. It was $320. It's 3M Pro, so it's a quality film, and it looks really good. Kind of see on this headlight here, I had to notch. See if you can see that. See how I had to kind of, right there, you can see there's a little V cut out. So there's a couple spots like that on the film here. See how the film's right here on the hood. This color, this is the Thunderstorm Grey color. It hides it. It hides imperfections really well. I love the color. It's like a gray color. It is a gloss color, but it's kind of like a flat or a matte color with a gloss. The color looks awesome. It hides imperfections really well, swirls, things like that. So any kind of imperfections in the paint protection film kind of is like hidden by the color, I think. If this was a black truck or something, this would stand out a lot more. Give you another example here. I had to notch out right there in the film because there's another finger. So anytime you have like these curved surfaces and you have it going this way and up, it just is a little bit harder. It came notched right here. I ended up having to cut around it. It is helpful if you have like an X-Acto knife. You can kind of cut around areas if it's overlapping and things like that, but it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with how it turned out, you know, and the truck now is pretty complete on the outside. Here on the driver's side, I want to show you this. I picked up this carbon fiber film. Now this, like, I had 5 minutes and I hurried through a piece of this on there. It's just a stick, like a vinyl wrap, basically. I just wanted to see how it looked. This isn't, I'm gonna redo this one because I have got a bunch of this stuff, but this went down pretty well. The factory look is a kind of a simulated wood look. I'll show you in this back door here. See this door here? It's got this kind of glossy, I think it's kind of like a fake looking wood material, and I thought the carbon fiber look would be a better look to it. So I just got like a roll of like this. Found this on Amazon. It's like 20 bucks for a roll of like, kind of just see like a comparison to the back door to this. I think this looks awesome. So the rest of the truck has, it has the wood up here on the dash, just a little bit right there, and then on each of the doors. So there's not a lot, but you need a long piece to be able to do all the way from here all the way to there. So I'm going to work on that. Now that I've kind of just tried it out just to see how it looks, which I really like the look of it, I want to finish the whole truck, all the interior pieces in the truck. It's kind of like a matte look to it. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, but it's got a really cool look. I think it matches the theme and look of the truck a lot better than the wood, especially with this kind of being like a gray and black truck. Having like a carbon fiber trim, I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching the video. I'll play the video. It might be about 20 minutes or so of me putting on the headlight film if you're curious about that. It's not a DIY tutorial on how to do it, but if you want to just kind of watch me struggle with that and, you know, kind of work with that, I'll play that video at the end of this video. So feel free to watch as much of that as you want. I'll leave a link to the PPF kit as well as the tint. I bought the tint on I bought the tint on eBay as well. And for all actually it's all 5 windows, these 2 at the back and then the other side, I don't know, 60-70 bucks for all 5 windows. I thought that was a pretty good deal, and we're doing that myself too. So turned out pretty good. So I'll leave those links down below, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. All right, guys, so here's the process of doing the paint protection film on this headlight here. As you can see here, there's this indentation here, and the film needs to lay flat over that, and it's a little harder. So in this case, I'm just going to score it down the line here and then try to get it on there as best I can. Now, I'm not an expert or a professional that does this regularly. I've done it on 3 of my other cars in the past before, and really I didn't want to have to pay, you know, $1,500, $1,800 for a shop to do this, so I'm electing to kind of do it myself. I bought the kit. The kit does basically the front part of the hood, all the painted surfaces, the headlights, the fog lights, so all the painted surfaces, everything but the grille. The front grille isn't done. And you want to make sure you get the area nice and clean. This solution I'm spraying on here is an alcohol and distilled water mix. This is also used as a tack solution. So you have a tack solution which helps the film stick, and then there's also a slip solution which is a mix of distilled water and baby soap, like Johnson's baby soap, just a few drops of that into the sprayer. So this is the alcohol mix. I'm spraying it on there, just getting this cleaned off, making sure there's no fingerprints, no grease, no dirt, debris. You want to make sure there's no dust on there as well. So just going to be carefully wiping this off and making sure to get all the dust off as much as possible. It would be helpful. I didn't have this, but probably would have been helpful if I had like a tack cloth or something that can absorb dust and get all that off. That would be good. Here I've sprayed the film with the slip solution as well as the headlight, so that way it's nice and slippery that it can slip into place. I can maneuver it how I want to. I'll get it on there, and I'll also use the tack solution. So once I'm going to start putting down this top piece and then the bottom piece, I'll use the tack solution to kind of help secure that down. But now I just want to get it into place. So here's the tack solution. I'll lift this piece up here. This is going to help this piece. Usually when there's like smaller strips like this, it's more helpful to use the tack solution because it's going to help stick there once you get it into place. I'll also do that on the main headlight area as well. And then all around the edges, I'll also spray the tack solution because it's going to help get all those corners, all the edges to stick down nice and firm and not peel up. Once you have it into place, it's time to start working the film a little bit and getting the squeegee. This is just, if you order a paint protection film squeegee or installation kit, it comes with a couple of these squeegees. You just kind of work the fluid out. Just want to get the bubbles, all the water, all from behind the film, kind of work it out, and then just kind of work it to the edges, get it out, and start laying the film down flat. This one's a little tricky just because there's edges, there's a lot of curves, a lot of different pieces to this, and that's why I've decided to cut down the middle here just to be able to get that solution out there, because it is hard to be able to do that with these, look at the deep concaved area to get the film to lay in there. And then really it's just about taking your time along the way. you do have some time with the slip solution, the soap solution. You do have time to work this and kind of go through it. You probably have got 20-30 minutes to really work it out. Once you spray in the tack solution, the alcohol mix, that can start tacking up right away, and so you want to be careful. If you spray that, you want to start working on that section right away. That's why I got these sections here that I sprayed that on. But this bottom area here had just the soap solution. I'm just kind of squeegeeing that out, and then it did take some time. Once I got all the main areas squeegeed out, it did take just going around the edges where the film is kind of raised up on the upper corners, around the edges. It just takes time working at getting the heat gun, maybe spraying some more tack solution in there, kind of working the area. I had to make a relief cut in the top corner to kind of make that lay flat. So sometimes you have to do that as well, but just being patient with it, just working it, and just trying to get all the solution out of there and trying to lay flat, trying to get all the bubbles out. And you can also lift this back up if you have any dirt or debris, any kind of junk that gets underneath there. You can lift it back up, spray it out, and then kind of go back at it. Cutting the excess that is peeled over the edge is important. That way the film can lay flat, that there's no edges that are going to peel up. So using that, the heat gun, just going through everything. It probably took about 40 minutes to do this one headlight, just because it had a lot of curves, a lot of different angles, a lot of areas that needed to be cut and trimmed. Now this is a tedious process, so it did take me a while to work on this one headlight, just because there was a lot of different parts, a lot of things to trim, a lot of corners, had to kind of cut a few relief cuts in it. But overall, I'm glad that I was able to do this myself. The truck is now protected in the front, and everything's good to go. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, see you in the next one. Thanks.